it up a little. I'm going to use this lane instead of the other one.
Okay.
Being prepared for the light to turn yellow. I'm past the point of no return, which means even if it had turned yellow, I would have kept going anyway. Into this lane. Now I don't have to make that right lane change. That's why I chose the lane we did. It eliminates the need to make that lane change. Signal. Being prepared for the yellow light again. If I could still stop, I will. At this point I can't, so I would just keep on rolling if the light turned yellow. 40 here. As soon as I turn onto a new street, it's the first thing I look for is the new speed. If there's no speed posted, I assume it's 50 until I do see a sign posted. Parallel parking.
Parallel parking according to Ontario Drive Test Standards. Preparation. Upon receiving the instruction, perform MSB, mirror signal blind spot on the right. Leave about 1 meter or 3 feet between your car and the reference vehicle, enough space for a person to stand between them. Use the triangle window of your rear passenger door and the corner of the car as a reference point. Most cars have brake lights on their corners, so aligning with the left corner brake light of the car. It works for any size vehicle. And there won't be any extra vehicle positioned behind your car on the road test. First step. Change to reverse gear and turn the steering wheel 360 degrees to the right. Check left and right blind spots. If a car is approaching, wait. If stopped, proceed. Align half of the front passenger window with the corner of the reference car at a 45 degrees angle. Second step. Turn the steering wheel 360 degrees to the left to straighten it, allowing the car to get closer to the curb. Confirm proximity by aligning the side mirror with the reference car's taillight at a diagonal angle. Third step. Turn your steering wheel all the way left, lock it all the way. Then, slowly move backward, keeping an eye on the rear windshield and the right side mirror until your car is straight or aligned with the curb.
I'm going to use the white car. So from about here, signal right, I'm checking my mirror because I'm stopping in the middle of the road. I don't want to get rear-ended, right? So I'm slowly approaching the car with the right signal on. I want to position it so I have about an arm's length of space between the two cars.
Right.
I'm going to use the side mirrors as a marker so I don't go too far ahead. And I look back here, I can see his brake light. It's in my smallest window. Into reverse, one spin like that, instead of all the way. And I look around and I'm going to let it roll back slowly like this. When I see the brake light, I check that angle. I want a little bit more, maybe 90 degrees, like more like this. Straighten the wheels out, look around, and continue. Then I see the brake light right in that little window right there. Now I can crank it all the way to the left.
Okay.
There, yeah. And then park and brake. Okay. You can leave your wheels turned to the left because you'll be leaving like right away.
Yeah.
Signal, mirror, left blind spot. I'm gonna wait till that guy passes me with my signal canceled so he doesn't think I'm gonna roll out in front of him.
Yeah.
Signal, mirror, blind spot. Leaving slowly, and then off we go.
Okay.
I'm going to turn left into this parking lot here. He stopped first. He gets to go first. Actually, we could both go at the same time because we're not crossing each other's path.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a quick 3-point turn here. So we'll use this little space here. Signal, mirror, right. That's too small, actually. I can't do that one. I'll do it right here with these cars. So signal, mirror, right blind spot. Pull up to the curb and stop, side of the road. Signal, mirror, left blind spot. Crank it. And then crank it back to the right. Signal right, into reverse. Before I back up, I look all the way around my vehicle. And then I'm just going to back it up as little as I need to turn left
stay in
here.
this lane.
Yeah, so that I'm blocking any traffic from passing in front of my vehicle. Oh, that's a one-way. Okay. Complete stop here before the sidewalk. She's turning. Try to miss as many of these potholes as I can.
You're screwed, Sudbury. That's right. We've got melting snow, roads disintegrating like dollar store toilet paper, and during the spring tire blowout event, potholes, and potholes. We've got so many, we're practically giving them away. Heck, if we had any more potholes, we technically couldn't call this bullshit a road without getting the legal department involved. You heard that right, the legal department. And if you want them to cover your repair bills, you're potholes to the left, potholes to the right. Just in time for this Sudbury springtime tire blowout event, we've even got potholes with potholes inside of them. We call this the double whammy, and if you hit one, your suspension will start making noises like a sword battle in Game of Thrones. In fact, we're so sure you won't find a single road without a tire flattening, strut snapping, wheel cracking pothole that we're introducing the Deluxe Challenge. That's right, the Deluxe Challenge. If you find a road without a pothole, sinkhole, or crater that could swamp a small piece of earth-moving equipment, we'll take you to Deluxe and we'll buy you fries. That's right, we'll buy you fries. Because after all, nobody makes fries better than Deluxe, and nobody makes roads than we do. You heard that right. Pavement, asphalt, durability, up yours, taxpayers and business owners. In this town, we make roads from boiled Kleenex and black hairspray. Drive down LaSalle, you're Drive down Barrydown, you're screwed, fella. Downtown core, every pothole will literally cause you to lose the hearing in your left eye and apologize out loud to your car. Does your vehicle have parts, components, struts, wheels? We'll smash them all. That's right, all of our roads are a safety hazard to everyone that uses them. Money, you've got to be made of it to drive in this city, unless you happen to own a hovercraft or a ball joint factory, which we think you probably don't. Bancroft, no! Bancroft will leave your rims looking like they've just lost a fight with an industrial shredder. What about Maley Drive? Stop tickling our Maley Drive will open your sidewalls like a can of garbanzo beans. Here's a list of roads that we have to fix for the second time in 3 years. That's right, Muffin Pants, it's all of them. Got a car with a spoiler? Our roads will smash that too. Lowering kit? Cool. You're Come visit Sudbury, bring your friends, invite your family, and remember, unless you drive one of these or these, our roads will turn that pretty wheel of yours into an octagon. All road users should proceed with extreme caution. Brake hard and release at the last moment if a pothole strike is inevitable to minimize damage. Have your vehicle inspected regularly. Do not seek compensation for pothole damages unless you like filling out forms until you vomit blood.
So many of them, it's almost impossible to not hit one.
Yeah. They just get, like,
if they're really deep and sharp though, like I slow it right down.
Yeah.
Checking my mirror, making sure I don't get rear-ended. And then left turn at the lights. So we got this taxi coming straight through. We also have a pedestrian out of the way now, like she's past that solid median. And that guy is going to turn. Signal, mirror, right blind spot check, and I pick up my speed right away.
Yeah.
To 60 here. past the point of no return. The light turned yellow and I wasn't able to stop there. Signal, mirror, left blind spot check. Up to 60. I signal before crossing the dotted white lines to get into these turn lanes. So here's a similar scenario to what you had. So I'm just going to slow it down, enter the intersection. I would right here, basically. I wouldn't go any further than that, right? If there were more cars coming. Complete stop, I guess. It's not a legal stop sign, though. It's just private property.
Yeah.
It's not likely I'd get a ticket if I blew right through that. Whoa. It's hidden behind the tree. There's a car coming too. There. So I'll do the forward parking. The trick to the forward parking is, see little baby, eh? Look at that. That's so dangerous. Like, where's the parent, man? Look around. Look for your child. The secret to forward parking is when it's really narrow like this here and you can't get into those spaces. So what you want to do is swing it way out to the left.
Please note, when choosing a starting position for parking, you should bear in mind that when the car is in forward motion, it is less maneuverable. Hence, it makes sense to stay away from the parking space. The farther you are from the parking space, the easier it is to park. Okay, step 1. Find an available parking space. Step 2. Take the correct position on the road. The farther away from the parking space, the better. We will be guided by the car parked in the next parking spot. Move forward until your right mirror is in line with the headlight of the car parked in the next parking space. Step 3. Look in your side mirrors and make sure you are not in anyone's way or causing an accident. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the right and slowly start driving. Pay attention to how our car's back end is located in relation to the space. The difficult moment here is that if we do nothing and continue to move, we will fail to fit into the dimensions of the parking spot. To avoid this, you should proceed as follows. When the front corner of your car will be inside the parking space, you should turn the steering wheel to the left and put your wheels straight. When the rear of the car is in the middle of the parking space, turn the steering wheel back to the right and align the car parallel to the parking space. Congratulations, you have successfully parked. Now practice on your own on unloaded sections of road.
As far as you can, signal right and slow it right down. Because if you go too fast, you might spook the examiner. You don't want to do that.
No.
And then I want to get enough space for you to get out, right? So I'm going to bring my front left corner a little closer to the truck. And then once it's there, I just slowly turn like that. And now we have equal amounts of space on each side. A bit more. Crank it, straighten the wheels out. Into park. Apply the parking brake. When you're backing out of the space, keep your wheels straight. You want to get the whole car out of the space before you start turning. I'm going to go that way. So signal left. Looking around for that little baby. Where's the little baby? She must be in the car by now. So I'm looking around. Wheels are straight. Very, very slowly. Just got to get my front bumper to his front bumper.
Okay.
And that seems about right. So quickly to the left, as sharp as they go. I'm watching that side mirror, and I see I'm not going to hit that Jeep. And I'm also quickly glancing here too, just quickly. I don't want to rely on it. Crank it all the way to the right before you move into drive. And the slower you go, the more likely it is that you won't have to back up again to get out. You'll have a good turning radius. And then off you go. For reverse parking, I'll swing it around and I'll park between those two vehicles. So I want a little bit of distance away from the front bumpers.
Okay.
I'm going to signal right. That's pretty small.
Yeah.
That's pretty skinny. I'm going to go to the next one over there. So between the black and the gray car. So signal right. Stay about this far away from the front bumper. And she's watching. We're making eye contact. And then I'm stopping when I see the driver's side headlight in the small window where the sticker is there. That smallest window. Into reverse, crank your wheel all the way to the right before you start moving the car. That way you got the proper turning radius. And then you just slowly back it in. Checking around, looking around a lot. And I'm going to stop when I'm straight with the cars in front of me here, like right about here approximately. There we go. Straighten the wheels out, and then I'm looking around for any kids. I guess this wasn't the best choice with kids everywhere, right? And then I just want to get the nose of my car out of the laneway. It's not necessary to back all the way into the parking space, or it's not necessary to line up your front bumper to any of the bumpers, because sometimes they're parked way too far back, right? And if you go as far back as them, you might hit something back there. So this is good enough. You're out of the way. And park and brake. All right, we'll switch back over again. When you're ready, we'll turn left. What I just did for you there is what we were trained to do in Toronto as driving instructors. It's called a running commentary, where you verbalize everything and it gives your student a chance to just kind of observe, sit back, and just watch, and listen and model. Basically, you model they do that in Japan. Yeah, modeling. You'll see, like interns, they'll shadow someone, like a new person will shadow and will make a left turn. They'll shadow someone, follow them around all over the place, all day long, every day, for weeks. Could you imagine?
For what?
Dress exactly the same, with the same tie and the same suit, and model everything your mentor does during the day at an office. Let's say.